You went, oh, like as if you were gonna like remember something, a question or insight.
It's gone now.
Okay.
Yeah.
But for the record, it was there, right?
No.
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 Should I ask you something then?
Absolutely. What would you like to know?
Why do you do this?
Do what?
The interview.
Like the interview?
Yeah.
Well, okay, truth be told, it's an interesting story. So I manage a homebrew store.
Of course.
And Bob is a home brewer.
Hi, Bob.
And he came up to me and he said, hey, would you like to interview people for my YouTube show? And I said, sure.
Sorry.
And it kind of evolved from there. You're actually our third show. Don't know if it's going to be aired in that order or not, but you know, I figured it'd be something fun to do. I love beer. I love talking about beer.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, I go places and I just always find myself talking about beer. It always reverts to beer. Like I have other hobbies. I garden. I like to make my own bread and cheese and pickle things and like build stuff in my shop and ride. And I used to like to ride my motorcycle, but it's been in the garage for quite a while. But you know, it always reverts back to a passion for beer.
Yeah. And so like for me, post Pop the Cap, like I realized I'm good at beer.
Yeah.
It was a weird thing to like explain to my wife and her parents who were pretty traditional from Mississippi, and they don't really, they're just now kind of understanding about beer. And they've been really supportive, don't get me wrong. But like to go and be like, beer, I love beer and I'm passionate about beer and I'm good at beer. I mean, that's like what I'm good at. And it's been really cool to see over the past decade how you and I and John Boy and others can just make a career out of a passion. Yeah. That's very real to us.
I mean, I consider myself extremely lucky.
Me too.
I mean, I love my job. I eventually, I love brewing beer. I'm not sure if I'd want to deal with all the paperwork involved in a brewery, but I'd certainly love to brew beer at one.
Yeah. Is there paperwork involved?
I've heard. Yeah, a little bit.
Shit.
Taxes and all. Oh, you've heard about the taxes, haven't you?
Yeah, I shouldn't joke about that.
Okay.
We pay our taxes. Jesus.
Yeah, the IRS will watch this and be like, "Oh, wait a minute,
and
Fullsteam,
the Trade and Tax Bureau, and the state,
yeah,
and,
the
and
TTB,
the city.
yeah, the county, the state, the city.
We pay our fair share of taxes, no doubt.
That little guy from Popeye that rides around on a bike.
I don't get it.
Huh?
I don't get it.
Oh, okay, that's okay. It's an excellent movie, though.
We're working on, at the guild level, we're working on lowering the excise tax to roll it back to the mid-2000s level, because it jumped up from 50-something cents to 62 cents. Do you know where we rank in North Carolina in terms of state excise tax in the
Probably
nation?
pretty high.
Yeah, like eighth in the nation. It's really high.
I know Durham's got the highest tax rate in the state.
Yeah, but this is state
well,
level.
It's different taxes.
Yeah, this is the state excise tax. And one thing I didn't realize about excise tax is that they were first enacted to help fund the Civil War.
Oh yeah?
They were supposed to be temporary taxes.
It's over.
Yeah. I mean, my
I can
in-laws
say
are
this
from
because I'm not actually
Mississippi.
from the South.
It might not actually be over.
I was born north of the Mason-Dixon line, so I can say that.
Yeah.
It is actually over.
Yeah, no, I'm treading lightly here because I am married to a lovely Mississippi bride. Yep.
Yeah, so
but I'm from Pennsylvania, so I have some stories there.
Not actually over.
Yeah, well, no, it's anyway. Nice weather we're having.
Yeah. So yeah, down with excise tax.
Hopefully making some progress there. Of course, North Carolina's craft beer industry is flourishing, and but I do think like it would be even better if we could get back to like a national norm on it instead of we pay more in state excise taxes than we do in federal taxes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really quite high.
Well, speaking of the guild, you used to be president.
Yeah, until last week.
Until last week.
Yep.
Okay, of the NC Brewers Guild, and tell us a little bit about that organization. And well, I mean, they're working on the taxes now. So is it? I've been to educational seminars that they've put on One where we got to meet with some brewers and ask them questions, which is always a highlight for a home brewer. I think in some small way, almost every home brewer, dreams about being a professional brewer. But do they have anything in the works besides the taxes?
Oh yeah. So we just hired our first full-time executive director at the beginning of the year. So Margot Knight-Metzger is our new ED, the first full-time executive director of the Guild, and we're really excited about working on policy issues like excise tax, the self-distribution limit, increasing kind of visibility of North Carolina craft beer, and reinvigorating this enthusiast program, like the event that you attended was for fans of craft beer, home brewers, the general
Not
public,
necessarily
and all that.
for the professionals,
Right.
but yeah.
So we started our first kind of event was for breweries in planning called Brew Smart. It's a quarterly gathering of again breweries in planning. Anybody basically who wants to learn more about how to start up a brewery in North Carolina. In fact, that was the title: How to Start a Brewery in North Carolina. And we had seminars on education.
So what was that class about?
It was actually on how to start a brewery in North Carolina.
Okay.
It was really cool because it was about how to start a brewery in North Carolina. So we talked about how to start a brewery in North Carolina. All right, jokes played out. Legal issues, regulatory matters. Like it was kind of for like serious, like kind of beyond the dream stage to the whole like I have invested money in this and it is likely to happen kind of stage, as well as for existing breweries. And it was really wonderfully attended. We had over 100 people there at Mystery in Hillsborough. Eric of Mystery did a fantastic job, his crew, as well, of organizing people, organizing the event. Margo did a fantastic job kind of leading and kind of coordinating the efforts. So that's really neat. It's going to be a quarterly focus, a quarterly gathering with different topics each quarter, really geared toward the industry.
Okay.
So the last thing to kind of roll out is the enthusiast program, and that's where like we have this whole emphasis on promoting craft beer at the craft beer lover kind of standpoint.
Right.
And that's
for the fans.
For the fans, for the peeps, and we're just now rolling that out.
Did you just say peeps? Are you
did.
talking about them little sugary
I am,
things?
yeah, for the peeps, yeah. We hope to grow them significantly by putting them in the microwave.
I've heard that can have disastrous results.
Have you? Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. And so actually, it's the new effort that's going to be unveiled. It'll be in the spring time frame. So it's out there now. Is the Pint Hounds. So the state dog is the Plot Hound. Did you know that?
No, actually, I did not.
Yeah, it's a plot hound.
I actually don't know what a plot hound is.
It's like a hound looking,
So I know,
floppy
like
ear.
the porch sitting, like
It's like that.
old dog with the ears that go down to its like.
Yeah, like
whatever's-
if Cracker Barrel had a.
Right. I know about that hound
If
dog.
Cracker Barrel had a hound, like an
Cracker Barrel had a
official
hound
dog,
dog.
it'd be a Plot Hound.
Yeah.
Oh man, the state of North Carolina is not happy with me right now. Anyway, it's Pint Hounds, and it's like it's an enthusiast program where you get benefits, and then you get a card. It's cool. The card is actually a bottle opener, and you can go around to different breweries and get discounts and do events. And eventually, the Guild's plan is to either have its own festival or partner with Guild-sanctioned events that have educational focus and plan on contributing a portion of proceeds to support the Guild and its legislative and promotional interests. So it's going really well. That's been
good to hear.
A lot of behind the scenes hard work, and honestly, it's a bit of a thankless job because you're doing it as a volunteer for the love of beer, but the board members that have been on the adventure with me are awesome. Can I tell you who they are? Because they deserve like shout outs.
Absolutely.
Right.
Please do.
Kevin Kozak of Front Street Brewery, right? Mm-hmm. Leah Wong Ashburn of Highland, Todd Ford of Noda Brewing Company, Sebastian Wolfram, formerly of Natty Greens, now of Epiphany Craft Malts, Eric Lars Myers of Mystery. Who am I forgetting so you don't be mad at me? John Marino just had to step down of Old Mecklenburg because he's too busy with his expansion. And I feel like I'm forgetting something. We have a couple new board members too. So we're up to a 9-member board, and just a really great geographic disbursement, and some really good people who are truly committed to the cause.
We all do really appreciate what they do for craft beer.
Thanks.
And I appreciate your time.
Cheers.
It was good talking to you,
I appreciate
Sean.
you asking
Thank you.
me. Thanks, Kyle. Cheers.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely.
Get it going again.
Just hold that expression, because if you don't, they'll have to Photoshop it.
All right, go ahead.
So anyway,